Hello dear children. Before we move on to today's topic, I would like to recall what we were discussing in the previous session. We were discussing how we can separate a mixture of two or more solid components. We had to choose any one of the following methods. They are hand picking, threshing, winnowing, sieving or magnetic separation. In the previous session, we already discussed in detail what is hand picking and threshing. Let me move on to the third method, winnowing. Do you know what is winnowing? Winnowing is the process of separating lighter components of a mixture from heavier ones with the help of wind or blowing air. I'll repeat once again. Winnowing is the process of separating lighter components of a mixture from heavier ones with the help of wind or blowing air. It is commonly used by the farmers to separate dry straw pieces, husk, dust, etc. from grains. Dry straw pieces, husk, etc. are lighter than grains. Do you know how winnowing is done? During winnowing, the mixture is allowed to fall from a height. The lighter components are blown away by wind and the heavier components fall down to form a heap. I'll explain in detail. A mixture containing dry straw pieces, husk, dust, grains, etc. are allowed to fall from a height. The lighter components like dry straw pieces, husk, dust, etc. are blown away by wind and the heavier particles, grains, fall down to form a heap. I hope you understood how winnowing is done. The next method is known as sieving. Sieving is a process used to separate the components with different sizes using a sieve. I'll repeat. Sieving is the process used to separate the components of a mixture with different sizes using a sieve. Do you know what is a sieve? A sieve is a net or mesh which has holes of same size. I repeat, a sieve is a net or mesh which has holes of same size. Sieving is commonly adopted when the components of mixture are in different sizes or if one component is larger than the other. It is commonly used at home to separate the bran from wheat flour. That's a good example for sieving. Sieving wheat flour is not advisable because bran is nutritious, rich in proteins, rich in vitamins and even fiber. Sieving is also used at construction site to separate stones, pebbles, etc. from sand. That's a good example for sieving. I hope you understood what is meant by sieving. The next method is magnetic separation. From the term itself, we can understand what is the method used there. Magnetic separation is the method used to separate a mixture in which one component is magnetic and the other is non-magnetic. I'll repeat once again. Magnetic separation is used to separate a mixture in which one component is magnetic and the other is non-magnetic. Example: iron filings can be separated from the sand using magnetic separation. When you play with a magnet near the sand, you can see a black colored substance which stick onto your magnet. That is iron filings. It is used to remove the iron objects from the junkyard. I hope you understood what is meant by magnetic separation. Before I conclude, I'll repeat the methods used to separate solid substances from other solids. They are hand picking, threshing, winnowing, sieving and magnetic separation. Hope you understood today's session. Thank you.